Martial arts to me means way of life. I started training in Taekwondo or in martial arts in my early teens. I was early mid-70s. Achieved my first degree black belt under Grandmaster Ki-Chung Kim in 1980. I'm now a 7th, getting ready to go for my 8th dan Taekwondo, which I have to test in Korea.
Good job!
What makes our school different, the school belongs to everybody. Students, teachers, parents. We teach kids self-defense, discipline, self-confidence, nutrition, exercise, life skills to kids. Generations are going to be passed on. Not only kicking and punching, but way of life that they can carry through everyday stress, which is something that a lot of schools do not do.
Hi, my name is Kirsten. I'm Nicole and Dylan's mother. We've recently joined s.pavlou Taekwondo, and so far Master Pavlou